Welcome to CCSP question and answer. Remember to pause the video and then answer this question, which will help you to understand CCSP question and answer. These questions can help you to prepare some tests or any exam. Question number 1. What type of PII is controlled based on laws and carries legal penalties for non-compliance with requirement? A. Contractual. B. Regulated. C. Specific. D. Jurisdictional. The answer to this question is B. Question number 1, explanation. Answer A. Contractual. Contractual PII refer to personally identifiable information that is controlled based on agreement and the contracts between parties. While contractual agreement may have consequences for non-compliance, they do not typically carry legal penalty mandated by law. So, contractual is not the correct answer for this question. Regulated. Regulated PII is the type of personally identifiable information that is controlled based on specific laws and regulations. Non-compliance with this requirement can result in legal penalties, making it critical aspect of data protection and privacy. So for this scenario, regulated is the correct answer. Answer C, specific. Specific PII refers to personally identifiable information that is defined and categorized based on specific criteria or characteristics. While the handling of specific PII may be important for data protection, it does not necessarily carry legal penalty for non-compliance with the requirement. So, even specific is not correct answer for this scenario. Answer number 4, D. Jurisdictional. Jurisdictional PII is personally identifiable information that is controlled based on the law and the regulations of a specific jurisdiction or geographic location. While jurisdictional requirement may dictate how PII is handled, it is the regulated nature of the data that carries legal penalty for non-compliance rather than just the jurisdiction itself. So even jurisdictional is not a correct answer for this scenario. The only correct answer for this scenario is regulated, which is B. Question number 2. Which of the following is not one of the 3 components of a federated identity system transaction? A. Relying party. B. Identity provider. C. User. D. Proxy relay. Pause the video and answer this question. The correct answer for this question is D. Proxy relay. Question number 2. Explanation. A. Relying party. A relying party is one of the three components of a federal identity system transaction. It is the service or application that relies on the identity provider to authenticate the user. So, relying party is not the correct answer for this scenario. Identity provider. An identity provider is one of the three components of the federated identity system transaction. It is responsible for authenticating the user and providing the necessary information to the relying party. So, because identity provider also is one of the three components of the federal identity system, so it is not the correct answer for this scenario. We need to get one which is not one of the three components. Relying party is not, identity provider is not. Now the third answer is user. The user is one of the three components of a federal identity system transaction. The user interacts with the identity provider to authenticate themselves and access the relying party's service. So, user also is among the three components of the federal identity system transaction. So, it's not the good answer for this scenario. The correct answer for this scenario is proxy relay, because proxy relay is not one of the three components of a federal identity system transaction. A proxy relay is not directly involved in the authentication process between the user, identity provider, and the relying party. So the correct answer for this scenario is proxy relay. Question number 3. Which value refers to the amount of time it takes to recover operations in a BCDR situation to meet management's objectives? A. RSL. B. RPO. C. SRE. D. RTO. Pause the video and answer this question. The correct answer for this question is D. RTO. Question number 3. Answer explanation. RSL, which stands for Recovery Service Level, which refers to the service level argument SLA related to the recovery of operations in a BCDR situation. It does not specifically indicate the amount of time it takes to recover operations to meet management's objectives. So, RSL is not the correct answer for this scenario. B. RPO. RPO stands for Recovery Point Objective, which refers to the maximum acceptable amount of data loss in a BCDR situation. It does not directly relate to the amount of time it takes to recover operations to meet management objectives. So this RPO also is not the correct answer for this scenario. SRE. SRE stands for Site Reliability Engineering, which is a discipline that incorporates aspects of software engineering and applies them to infrastructure and the operations problem. It is not directly related to the amount of time it takes to recover operations in BCDR situation to meet management objective. So SRE is not the correct answer for this scenario. D, RTO, which is correct answer. RTO is stand for Recovery Time Objective, which refers to the amount of time it takes to recover operations in BCDR situation to meet management's objective. It is the correct choice as it specifically addresses the time aspect of recovery in BCDR scenario. This is the correct answer for this scenario. Question number 4. Which of the cloud deployment model requires the cloud customer to be part of the specific group of organization in order to host cloud service within it? Answer number 1, A, community. B, hybrid. C, private. D, public. The correct answer for this question is A, community. Answer explanation. Answer number 1, community. In a community cloud deployment model, the cloud services are shared by several organizations with commonly concerns such as regulatory compliance or security requirement. The cloud customer need to be part of the specific group of or organization to host cloud service within it, making this choice the correct answer for the question. So for this question, the correct answer is community. B, hybrid. The hybrid cloud deployment model involves a combination of public and private cloud, allowing data and application to be shared between them. It does not require the cloud customer to be part of a specific group or organization to host cloud services within it. So this choice is not correct for the question. C, private. In private cloud deployment model, the cloud services are dedicated to a single organization and are not shared with others. While the cloud customer may have exclusive access to the cloud service, there is no requirement for them to be part of a specific group or organization. Make this choice incorrect for the question. Private also is not correct. Public. D. The public cloud deployment model offers cloud services to the general public over the internet. It does not require the cloud customer to be part of the specific group or organization to host cloud services within it. So this choice also is incorrect for the question. The only correct answer is community for this question. Question number 5. What provides the information to an application to make decision about the authorization level appropriate when granting access? Answer number 1, user. B, relying party. C, federation. D, identity provider. The correct answer for this question is D, identity provider. Answer explanation. A user. A user is an individual who interact with an application or a system and they may request access to certain resources. While users play a role in the organization or authorization process, they do not provide the information needed to make a decision about the appropriate authorization level. So user is not the correct answer for this scenario. B, relying party. A relying party is a service provider that relies on an identity provider to authenticate users. While the relying party plays a role in authentication process, it does not provide the information necessary for an application to make decision about authorization level. So, a relying party is not the correct answer for this scenario. C, federation. Federation is a process of establishing trust relationship between different security domains. While federation plays a role in enabling single sign-on and secure access to resources across domain, it does not directly provide the information needed for an application to determine the appropriate authorization level. So federation also is not the correct answer for this question. D, identity provider. An identity provider is responsible for authenticating users and providing information about identity and access right. The IDP or identity provider supplies the necessary information to an application to make informed decisions about granting access at the appropriate authorization level. So, identity provider is the correct answer for this scenario. Question number 6. What is a standard configuration and policy set that is applied to a system and virtual machine called? What is a standard configuration and a policy set that is applied to a system and the virtual machine called? A, standardization. B, baseline. C, hardening. D, red line. Pause the video and answer this question. The correct answer is B, baseline. Question number 6. Answer explanation. Standardization. Standardization refers to the process of implementing and maintaining a consistent set of configurations, policies, and procedures across the system and the virtual machines. While it is related to the concept of standard configuration, it is not a specific terms used to describe the configuration and the policy set applied to systems and the virtual machine. So, standardization is not the correct answer for this scenario. Baseline. Baseline is the correct terms used to describe a standard configuration and the policy set that is applied to systems and virtual machines. It represents the minimum level of security control and configuration that must be implemented to ensure the security and the compliance of the system. So baseline is the correct answer for this scenario. Answer C. Hardening. Hardening is the process of securing a system by reducing its attack surface and minimizing vulnerabilities. While hardening involves implementing secure measures and configurations, it is not the specific term used to refer to the standard configuration and the policy set applied to a system and virtual machines. So hardening is not the correct answer for this scenario. D. Red line. Red line is not the correct term used to describe a standard configuration and the policy set applied to system and virtual machine. Red line may refer to a specific security benchmark and or standard used for auditing and assessing the security posture of systems, but it is not the term used to denote the overall configuration and the policy set applied to systems and the virtual machine. So red line also is not the correct answer for this scenario. The only correct answer for this scenario is baseline. I thank you so much. Remember, we have the course for CCSP, which can help you to pass your test on first attempt. Check the link in the description and you can click the link and go check the course if you are interested to get more question and answer which will help you to pass your test. You're more than welcome. And if there are new updates, I give an announcement and I offer the update for free. So check the link in the description and remember, click on like. You can write a comment, subscribe to this channel, support by subscribing and share this video. I thank you so much.